Hi, it's Lucia here, Teho Creates. Just wanted to with you guys to show you a binder that I created for Elsa's collab. It is the hashtag 3 ring binder collab, and it is actually being hosted by Elsa, the bargain hunting crafter. And I just wanted to let you guys know that mine's a little bit different probably from other binders that you're probably going to see, but long and short story, I did grow up on a farm. My formative years were, they took place on a farm, and I loved that farm. And actually, the funny thing about the binder that I created is I got very emotional creating this binder. And you'll see probably why. But I wanted to show you guys first the items that I used. I used the Farm to Table collection from, I believe it's pronounced Cardabella. So I used the Farm to Table collection. The bulk of what I used was this collection. And then I also used some of the Echo Park Homegrown. And I just wanted you guys to know that because some of the stuff that I showed other people, they were asking, so I went ahead and just decided to let you guys know. The other thing that I am going to be using is this, and this is kind of going to give you a clue of what my binder's about. It's a recipe book binder, and the reason for that is because my family has a history of foodies, and we have recipes from grandma and mom and sisters and brothers and all kinds of stuff. And we decided, my family and I decided to go ahead and create binders. And this is kind of my first binder that I'm going to create, and then everyone else is going to probably get this for kind of a similar one. But that's my binder. This is my farmhouse, sweet farmhouse binder, and it is basically a collection. It's going to be a collection of family recipes, and I just thought that it would make a good way to just kind of hand it down to, you know, my son, and then the ones that I create for my siblings, they'll be able to hand it down to their kids. I made an attempt of a tassel. You guys need to show me how to do a tassel, but that is my tassel. I don't know if you can see that. I had this from a BB Craft haul that I had gotten, and I just kind of, these were just leftover remnants of ribbons and stuff, some from Michael's, some from other places. But anyway, the front cover of this, I'm being boring, but the front cover of this is, everything has meaning to this, just so you guys know. This is a dog. He's a border collie, and yes, he was larger than life, so that is why he's a little bit more blown up. But we did have a border collie growing up, and he lived many, many years. He was our protector. He was the smartest dog we have ever had in the family. And I'm actually getting emotional again. But anyway, I'm not going to dwell on that, but he was very important to pretty much the entire family. He was my dad's dog, but we adored him. The whole family loved him. Even my sister, who can't stand dogs. So that's a whole other story. And chickens were a big part. My chores, because, you know, I was raised on a farm, so I had chores. My chores were to take care of the chickens. So they're actually a very big part of my life as well. So that's why they kind of made the front cover. But that is my binder, and everyone else's will be a little bit different. The inside of this is Farm to Table and Table to Soul. This was given actually by Elsa to me in a just a friend mail that she gave me. I just thought it was perfect for this binder, and I put it in there. Again, living on a farm, we had our own eggs. We grew our own apples, carrots, bell peppers. Probably not oranges because I'm not from Arizona or California, or Florida. I'm actually from New Mexico, so we didn't have oranges there per se. But for the most part, everything else that you see on here, we did do. We had cheese. We made cheese. We churned butter sometimes. Probably didn't have lemons. But for the most part, this is just a good replication of what we kind of had on the farm growing up. And it was a lot of cooking and stuff from what we had. So that's just kind of the way we were raised. I'm just going to quickly flip through this. This is not probably going to be permanent. I'm going to use the stickers that I showed you with like, we're going to put main dishes and desserts and all that on the sides. But that's just kind of an idea of what I did here. And I don't know how long it's going to last or if I'm going to fix it or what I'm going to do. But anyway, that's kind of the gist of it. And then we're going to put clear pockets with the recipes actually in them. So this will just be kind of the dividers. And then just, we had apples in our backyard, which is a small orchard in the backyard. So that kind of depicts the apples and the corn and that sort of thing that we had. We had an old wood stove in the second kitchen that we had in the house. And that's a huge part of my life. And then I'm just, you know, obviously filling these in. I'm not done with this, but that's just kind of the gist of it. We had a tractor. My dad rode the tractor and I'd always get on. And then this last page is very, very much my childhood. And this was quite emotional for me. And I don't know why I teared up so much, but a lot of it just kind of screams my family. My dad did have a wagon in the front of the house, and I had to incorporate that. We had the tractor. We obviously had the beautiful dog, Border Collie. The only thing I can say that we didn't have, really, I remember pigs in the family, but not in our farm. But I did grow up around pigs, geese, ducks, and I have actually a story of a goat story. We did have a goat, actually a few goats, but I grew very fond of one of the goats, and so that was important to be there. Chickens were important, I've already told you guys. And y'all know how important coffee is to me. So there's that. My dad was huge on trucks, so the truck's going to be there. My mama was into roses. She always, sorry guys, I moved the camera. She always had roses. And we had a horse we actually had a lot of horses, but this one is probably the most important one to me. Her name was Marisol. And she was a strawberry roan, and we loved her. She was a beautiful horse. She was so sweet, and just the sweetest horse. She loved apples, so I always took her apples. So anyway, that is my family binder. It is my recipe family binder. The other side of the binder is canning jars. I wish that it didn't say flour, sugar, and coffee and whatever the heck here, tea. We did have canning jars with those items in it, but really what I remember from my childhood is we had a basement, and in the basement, my mom and sisters, my older sisters, they canned, and they had just beautifully lined shelves of canned goods. And that's how we survived the winters, you know, because we, you know, in New Mexico it is colder than where I'm from now. And we didn't go into town a lot. So a lot of the vegetables that we grew, they canned. Farmers shared vegetables back in the day. So whatever we didn't have, we'd share with others and vice versa and whatever. So we had a lot of canned goods. We had peaches, apples, jalapenos, pickles, whatever you can think of that cans, they canned it. So we had lines of shelves of canned goods, and I just thought they were so beautiful. They just looked pretty. But that's what I remember from my childhood. And again, this is just something that I did. You can obviously do all kinds of different binders. I'm excited to do a Christmas binder with just kind of my plans for the season, and probably not this year, but next year, and gifts and that sort of thing, and maybe like keep addresses and that sort of thing. The back side of this is just can jars. But anyway, that is my binder. I hope you guys are able to check out the other channels that also did this. Just type in hashtag 3-ring binder collab, and you should be able to find the other ladies, the other channels that created binders. I also did this for this one, the lining, the ribbing along the binder. I added a long sash so that I could maybe mark my page if I need to mark my page. But anyway, guys, that is my binder for today, and I might give you guys an updated version of this once I've gotten it filled out and everything. But yeah, I plan to fill it with all kinds of beautiful recipes. Some of them are handwritten by our grandparents and that sort of thing, so they're very special, and I wanted to make sure that they stayed that way. So I hope you guys are having a very good day, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.